Hello everyone and welcome to Vlogmas Day 10. Hooray, more cooking shows! So today I'm going to be making potica. Potica is a sweet rolled yeast bread. If you saw my Slovenian Christmas traditions video, you'll know that it's traditionally rolled with things like walnuts or poppy seeds. And I'm going to be doing walnuts and raisins this time. So let's go! All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the wet ingredients for the dough and heat them up on the stove. So what I've got in here is butter, milk, sugar, and salt, and I'm going to heat it up on the stove just so it warms and I can incorporate it with the yeast and the flour. And while that's heating up, I'm going to get my flour and my yeast and mix it together. Okay, so our liquid mixture is melted and good. So what we need to do is take 2 big egg yolks and mix them in. So you want this to be warm, but not so warm that it cooks the egg yolks. And this is totally good. So just get that mixed up. Perfect. And we just mix it in to our flour mixture. All right, once again, I'm gonna take this out onto my table here. Give the bowl a nice scrape down. There we go. Scoop my stuff back, and I'm just gonna mix this for about 5 minutes. So 5 minutes have passed and I've got my ball of dough here. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get this large bowl here, grease it with a little bit of butter, and then I'm gonna cover this in the bowl for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half, until it's doubled in size. All right, so I'm just gonna cover it and put it back here. And now we wait for an hour and a half. Okay, so my dough is just about doubled in size, so I'm going to make the filling next. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a bunch of ground walnuts. Thank goodness I have packages of ground walnuts. I'm only gonna need about half of this one, so. Okay, so I've got my ground walnuts, and I also have a cup of raisins that I've put into the food processor. My food processor isn't very strong, so I also ended up chopping it a bunch. You just want more of like a fine kind of paste. And if there are some chunks, it's totally okay. It doesn't need to be smooth. So we've got that, and then we have the 2 egg whites from the yolks that we used earlier. I've just beaten it up a little bit. Next is 3 tablespoons of honey. All right, and then 3 tablespoons of milk. Oh, and I almost forgot my butter, which I have melted. It's a 1/4 cup of butter. And then we just mix it up. Now you want to make sure that this is really evenly mixed, because if you have like chunks of the raisins, for example, it might it might tear the dough as I'm rolling it up. All right, so this looks really good. It's really uniform. There are no chunks of raisins. It smells really good too, so I think we're on the right track. All right, so it looks like it's risen by about half. So now what we're gonna do is we're going to roll it out. So this is gonna be a fairly large thing here. So I'm gonna flour my surface and then get out a rolling pin. And rolling pin. So we can just turn it out. Yeah, that looks good. Get a little flour on the dough. Get a little on my hands just to be safe. It says that we want to get it to about 18 inches by 24 inches, by 20 inches, I should say. So it's gonna be pretty thin. All right, so it looks like it's about that size. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spread this mixture all over the whole thing. And then I'm gonna switch the camera angle down so you can watch me just roll it out. Now a good rule of thumb for this is to make small dollops all over. That way you're not pressing too hard to spread out the whole mixture. All right, let's do this thing. All right, so we have this gorgeous roll. It was actually quite a bit easier than I anticipated to do, but let's see how it ends up turning out. So I've cut the ends off, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put it into this springform pan. It actually calls for a bundt pan, but I don't have one, so I'm just gonna grease this and then roll this inside. Okay. So I'm just gonna gently put this in here. So it doesn't really fit enough to be able to put it into a full ring, but it actually is really common for potica to be in sort of a crescent moon shape, so I'm just gonna work with that. What we're gonna do next is we're just gonna cover it in plastic wrap and then let it sit for an hour, and then we'll put it in the oven. So it's all done. It's been cooling for about 10 minutes now, and so it's all buttered, and now I'm just gonna let it cool for a little bit before I cut into it. Okay, I can't stand it actually, so I'm just gonna cut into it because I really want to see it and I really want you guys to see it too. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh, that's perfect. Wow. I've got this. This is the moment of truth. Oh my God. This is so good. Oh, it's really like delicate, really lightly sweet, nutty, soft. It looks really nice with the spiraling. This is so cool. Mm-hmm. And it even has the really nice brown crust on the top. I'm super happy with this. Oh my God. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, the bear is gonna be so happy. Oh my gosh. Wow. Yum. Yay, it worked. Oh my gosh. Ugh. So happy. So happy it worked. Yay. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up down below and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. I will see you in the next video. Take care. I'm a motherfucking Potica wizard!